You already know Easy A in the house. And I want to thank my Heavenly Father, my ancestors, the archangels, the all in all, Mother Gaia, everything that exists in every plane, every dimension, and so on to infinity. I really want to thank my Heavenly Father and my ancestors. You know, y'all really helped me. You're holding me down. You're keeping my spirits up. You're keeping my mind straight. And I really don't know how to repay y'all. I know what I am gonna do though. We're gonna change this. We're gonna change what we've been changing and how we've been changing. Alright. This is specific to one person. Ren Ren. You know, I told you I listen. I listen very well. Because I truly care. Alright. You joined the bandwagon. A bandwagon that I really didn't know what extent it went to, but I knew something was going down. I knew I was truly the black sheep all my life. I knew Kitten. Like I told you, I was in love with her. So if I was in love with her, just like I was in love with you, I would never did anything to hurt y'all at all. At least not on purpose. Like, you know, how I rank y'all. I know I could do as I will and get away with it right now because of the horrendous buffoonery. That's the only thing how I could call it. Like, how could you hate anybody to that extent? And I have some people I should really hate. And I don't hate y'all to that extent. I don't even hate y'all. I know it sounds crazy, but I could relate. Like I said, I'm not perfect. Right? Y'all see the nice guy, which he is, which I am. Truly a nice guy, sweetheart, lover, real sensitive, and I mean hypersensitive. I'm an empath. But I have another side. Right? You know how they say geniuses, they call them crazy. They thought Einstein was crazy. They thought Tesla was crazy. All the greats, they thought they was crazy. I'm telling you, y'all lost. And the stuff that you continue to do, and it's really, it could be, your counterparts fucking you over or whatever because y'all fucked them over. But you just, Ren, back to you, keep compiling on top of, and then you sorry, then you're not sorry, then you're sorry, then you're not sorry. I, I believe I said this, in another video previous to this one. Remember all the spells that y'all casted. Number one, y'all did the whole book, and then you double down, triple down, quadruple down, 6 times. You like y'all in the double digits, high in the double digits, which are, even if you didn't do it, if your peoples was doing it, that added up another for all of y'all. Okay, I can understand you don't love me. Okay, I have no problem with that. It's good to know. We could have avoided all this. You were still, and it wasn't even meant for that to happen. God, like I said, God put me in your lives. For real, it sounds funny. It sounds funny because it is funny. I can laugh at that shit now because that shit is crazy, yo. All right, Ren, before you, Kitten, Cynthia, as you, Renee, Cynthia, Kitten, before you. You talking about strange? You talking about nights of replaying, trying to figure out, and I'm logical, I'm reasonable, I see all sides. I even could admit my side. So to see what you call it, the add on of how things could, but none of that shit added up. And I'm not just intellectual. I just said I'm an empath. So as y'all know, the loving that I gave y'all, just the love. We're not even talking about the sex. Just the love I gave y'all got y'all addicted. But y'all wanted to control me in some type of way for whatever reason. Then when y'all couldn't control me, y'all wanted me out the way. And did all types of shit with my name in the street. Did all types of shit with my name legally. And as you go, I know. You don't have to tell me. I know Madu. I know Miss Sylvia. Miss yeah. And I know. And a whole lot of others. Like, even with them, wow. I'm like, out of the shit out of everybody that have done fucked up shit to y'all. Y'all haven't did none of this too. or at least, no matter of fact, I can actually say y'all did none of this too. And it's a whole lot, y'all. We talking about 3 coverings and everybody add-ons. So this is a hell of a web, and it goes up pretty high. You know, where average motherfuckers will be scared because they know the individuals have the money and know the evilest people to, you know, they'll do it for whatever they if they could get whatever they want. They, oh, that's nothing. I can do that. Mm, you know, they lost their way. You know, brainwashed. There's all, you know, a lot of us, especially through our military. No, sir, yes, sir. Ma'am, no, ma'am. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Sir, no, sir. Jump first, no questions later. You gotta hope you survive the motherfucker. And the information that you would get to think that, you know, you believe that you was there for, you wasn't even there for that. It was part of it. It was a small part of it. Yeah, yeah, because you knew about it. You know? Mm. God is great. God is great. And I thank him for recognizing, and I'm not even saying recognizing, because like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I do care. I do care. You know, a lot of the stuff that we do, we was taught unknown. You know, some of it was a fab, some of it was a group thing. Some, you know, you didn't want to be the odd one out type shit. Peer pressure. Even if you didn't think it was peer pressure at work, peer pressure at fucking wherever. Like, you know, we all fall to it to a certain extent. And you got the ones, you know, kind of like me, or maybe even more than me, that think for themselves, you know. If they did do what the crowd was doing, is because they felt like that's what they wanted to do, or that, you know, that was their choice to, and they ain't gonna blame, oh, you did this or you did that, you go, I didn't have to participate. We all have that choice, right? That's also getting to where all knowledge is good knowledge, you know. And how do you have knowledge? It's not just reading about something, but it's actually experiencing it. It has to be tested to stand up. And that's if you want to, you know, put it scientifically, because that's what it is. You already know. It's just like that saying you if you constantly doing the same thing over and over and over and getting the same result, and the result that you don't want to get, what is it called? It's actually insanity. Because like, all right, when you gonna wake up and change something up, you know, none of us is the same from when we was a baby, when we was 2, then we was 3, then we was 4, then we started doing a little talking. If we might have not been already talking, like, then started walking, you know. Then we was able to start running and doing whatever else, you know, full movement of our bodies with God's blessing. We had that, you know. Just know what you call you going through what you know what you done. If you did 100 love spells and then you was, you know, doing strong ones, the most powerful ones, getting the most powerful casters or however y'all was doing it, like I'm still here, so and I didn't know about it, and me now knowing about it, kind of like, yo, what the fuck? But other than that, like, like, you got me like that, God. All right, all right, that's what you telling me. That's what you showing me. Like for real, I know you have done some mighty stuff, like for real, in my life. Like I give it to you. But like I said, I give it to you. If it wasn't you, I'm still giving it to you because it was somebody that you sent or whatever you. It was you. I was just say it like that. And hate me for it. I don't care. Hate me for it. Like you was already hating me. Like so, what's the difference? And I still, and to tell you the truth, I'm not even like I don't have no animosity to none of y'all. To none of y'all. The reason why is because this is a lesson to bring y'all closer to God, no matter how y'all want to see it. How y'all want to see it. The the, the crazy shit that's going on, the unexplainable shit, the, the shit that I was going through for years. For years, we talking about almost all my life. And I could literally say that. We talking about like less than no 1%. If you off for my 100, if you could, I've been going through it. I know y'all like niggas. You don't even look like you've been doing anything. Imagine how I've been looking if I didn't go through anything. And I ain't, and I'm not the prettiest. I'm not the handsomest. I'm not. I'm me. Me, like I done seen some individuals that me, I was like, God damn, but they end up they be having somebody or have multiple people for whatever reason. Like, so what makes me know? What makes me any different? And do you see how I think? I think about all of y'all like that. What make me any different? And it's not that I do what I do to be different. It's not that. It's not because I know that's where y'all got all that thought from the statement that I made. No, it's not that. It's truly. I don't think, except for using super hard drugs, super hard drugs. I could. I want to say one person, but I'm gonna ask any. I'm gonna throw this up because I'm not even. Tell me one person that could truly say they never stole anything. Mm, nobody can say that. How many people could say they have found money and was happy that they found it? Or, or, everybody, right? Everybody. everybody. Cause even if it was $1, a quarter, whatever, it helped out. Whatever it helped out, however, if it was maybe even bigger, $100, $1,000, whatever. However, your blessing came through. But none of y'all said, hold on, let me take this to the precinct and say, yo, I found this. And what you wait those weeks or however long it takes for what you if nobody claims it, small claims or, that they put in the paper, such and such is found. If you could tell me the zip code numbers or the amount or the wallet or whatever. Hmm. I guarantee you nobody did that. I'm not gonna say nobody did that, but I guarantee you a lot of motherfuckers done. Ain't even the person that didn't do that. Done stole the candy ball when you was a kid. You done, you done picked up something that was yours. Let's just be fucking for real. Like the kids do dumb shit, even if they don't, you know. So, and this is how real I am. Like, come on. And this is why he loves me. Because I'm truthful to myself. I know it. Come on. I could be a king. I could be able. Y'all think it's trying to make me like, like for real. I could be a Moses. Or I could be what somebody that was against what you call the whole cause. Like you know, I could be an angel. I could be a demon. It, you know, it's a flip. It's a flip of a switch for all of us. It's just which way you control yourself. Which way you control yourself. Do you allow that wild side just to be out here wilding? That wild side supposed to only come out when it's time to get wild, when it has to be wild. And y'all been really testing nigga to be wild. Which and it's not bragging, y'all wouldn't have been ready for that. Because y'all don't see it in me. But yeah, y'all wanna preach that I'm the evilest person on the broad planet. The only reason why y'all putting me out there like that because y'all swear to God that a nigga's softer than tissue. And ask everybody that actually came for me how close it came for them. And God protected them. God kept them alive because He didn't want my hands to be stained with your dumbness. So I ever could be who who I am. Like He told us to be careful on who we deal with or how we deal with them. Because we might be dealing with angels and demons and stuff like that in human form. Especially when you started attaching motherfuckers to you. Do you know that everybody that you spend time with and have genuine love for, they're connected to you. Whatever is in their field is also in your field. Whatever's in your field that's negative is also in their field. Do y'all understand that? And God forbid if y'all sexually active with each other. And I'm not standing like I'm over here like I'm like yo, this nigga talking like he know everything. No, I'm not talking that I know everything. I'm talking about what I know now. just recently learning this, and I'm trying to help the collective. Right? Like I said, you are me, yo. I'm for real, man, female, child, whatever. You are me. The only reason why I would ever have to end somebody, like, really have to end somebody, is because I had no other choice. I injure you. I injure you, but I want you to be alive. But then that makes y'all even better. Yeah, now that makes y'all want to even come even harder and all that. So it's a lose lose. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. Like, but I'll be damned if I let y'all do it. Only way I'm leaving here is with God. God said, "All right, it's time for you to go." It'll be time for me to go, but it won't be by nobody's hand. I guarantee that. As you can see, poison and everything, bro. Like, yo, for real. I want y'all to laugh. I need y'all to laugh at yourselves. Don't be mad. Go what you call it. Just look at this like I'm saying. Boom. The knowledge that I'm dropping and I'm relating with what you call, like I'm saying, with the attachments and the things that we associate with and all that, like how it's all connected and how if we feed off of each other and all that. But I didn't know. I knew a lot, but I didn't know it like this. So protect yourselves. Like I had to protect myself. You see who's against you. When funny shit happen, shit that you look at, you be like, what the fuck? And you feel a certain type of way, but then you like, all right, I know what you go. I'm gonna speak about it, see how that go, or whatever, whatever. And hopefully we could be integral as individuals. We could get past such and such, such and such. And then it happens again. Then it's not that it happens again. And start doing other shit because they feel they got away with the first attempts. Now they would they testing you and us being children. And you heard what I said. I said us being children. Because some of y'all don't know this. It's like I'm just learning it, so I'm putting it into the system. I'm just telling you. When I collect truth, I integrate it. And if anybody know me, I'm quick to adapt. If I know you and we spend time with you around each other, I know you. I hope or pray that y'all don't think that y'all getting away with anything, especially when I say certain things. I bring it up when something ain't feeling right, or I don't I really don't get into arguments with a lot of people, but you know a lot of people take my mouth kind of serious. Just like right now, I'm not yelling, I'm just talking or whatever, whatever. And people take it serious, which, you should take it serious to a certain extent, but I'm, I'm not attacking attacking you. The only way I'm attacking you if you feeling guilty about something. And I don't even have to know what you feeling guilty about. That's what's kicking your ass. It's not so you mad at me for something that I don't even know of because I said something that triggered you or did something that triggered you or live a certain way that triggered you. Because it could be many things. Or whoever I'm with, it triggers you. Uh, like, and, and I don't do that to nobody. So, you know, I don't live that way. So, I'm having a hard time understanding, you know, how the majority of the world is living. For real, it feels like I was born out of sync or out of you know or whatever. If I was here before, which I believe I was here before, that life was totally different. Like the sun. Like I said, sun just don't fit. It wasn't feeling right. Yo, even though I know religion, I know what you call the principalities of this God, but for real, like I've never tied in voodoo, Santeria, and all that. All the other what you call ancient spiritual stuff, right? Because it is spiritual, no matter what side of the pendulum you fall on. If you're on the dark side, you know who you rocking with. That you call it. That's your spiritualism. Your spirit rocks with those spirits, and then you got the ones that rock what you call boom, and then you got exceptions. You got exceptions because I, I ride the thin line. I'm not evil, and I'm not gonna claim that I'm all that good because, like I said, I have flaws, and me being human, that will always, or being in this human body, it will always be that way until, like I said, he brings me back home, and I'm in my original state. Right? I could live forever. We all could live forever, and still will fall short somewhere. And then with all the knowledge and stuff and wisdom that we might acquire on our journey, and how we pass that on, and certain people we admire, or you get a lot of attention for whatever you do naturally. It's not even something that you showing off, or it's just something that's just is just in you, or just happening as long as you in your right frame of energy. And that energy is love for everything, love for nature, love for your furniture, love for whatever's around you, whatever you accumulate. you know you be grateful that you have it. No matter if it's nothing, matter if it's broken, broken down, what you call, you don't have the latest model or what, you survive it. Like, for real. You got some people that don't even have that, and they happy. You got some of them that ain't. But For real. I done talked to a lot of individuals, a lot of strange individuals that y'all wouldn't even sat down and even talked to. Y'all nose would have been so far up in the air, and you'd have been missing out on some profound people, or have missed out on some profound people, which I'm, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny, but my heart goes out to y'all with stuff like this. You know, some of them done did so much that boom, people are putting their nose up in the air, or you know, they living a life which you know y'all look down upon, or once looked down upon. You know, just know everybody needs to be loved, even if you're not in love with them. How you love them is by loving yourself, and when you love yourself, you're gonna treat somebody with respect and kind. How you want to be treated, you will treat the next person that way, and expect to be treated that way. But you know, the world we live in, we don't get that all the time. But I'm gonna tell the collective to, you know, keep the faith. And the reason why I say keep the faith, I don't know what clock or what karma y'all cleaning up, or if y'all even cleaning up whatever y'all need to clean up, because it's not just your. Cause I know you like karma. What the fuck you talking about? I don't have karma. Yeah, well, from the time you started being born and started doing dumb stuff and you got away with it, that, that's karma built up against you. All right, so just know that. All right, but we're not even talking about that. That's that that's nothing. We could wipe that with our ass and laugh. Like, come on, that's not. We talking about generations, generation. You go inheritance, generational curses, generational blessings, generational. All right, this is a lot of stuff that you got the governments and the secrets of cults, and they're not telling none of this because they've been robbing us. They've been robbing everybody of their divinity, they God given rights. You know, nobody should be able to own land. Only thing that should be occupied land, not own land. Not even the government. You understand? Because all land is our land. I wasn't raised in what you call in Hawaii, but I should be able to go over there in Hawaii and just live off the land because God is God's given, and that's where I want to be. You understand? Or what you call in Japan, wherever and it is that you call, just think it's not hard. What's the difference? Is their language, the languages, the customs, but a lot of the customs is just like ours, from all nations. All right, all of us, what you call male or female, want a partner, or eventually would like to have a real partner. Uh, you know, if you got a partner that you love, eventually you're gonna have kids, or would like to have kids, or one of y'all would want to have kids, and kids are the delight if you actually, what you call, love them. You know, boom, a roof over their head, to protect from weather, you know, storms, food. And this is all cultures, food, and then everything else is just what you call necessities or luxuries or whatever, whatever. But those are your your mate, children, food, a roof over your head. Do we really need anything else? And if we do have anything else, which there's a lot of anything else, so much so that there's old shit and new shit that will never be used because we on some, oh, you have to pay for this. Why do I have to pay for something that we made? Even if I didn't make it, if any one of us was in that shop putting these things together and made hundreds of thousands, even millions, and we talk about to, to overcompensate the population, that type of amount, and I can't have one. Either the ones that even built it might not even have one. Is that crazy? Do you know how many cars from whatever year you want to talk about that's been sitting somewhere that never been used? And I mean never been used. The only time it's been used is when it was transported from point A to point B. It sat wherever it sat to get what you call it to get sold, whatever it didn't get sold, it went in the storage somewhere. It was in, the car graveyards. The new car graveyards. We're not even talking about the destroyed ones, the old wrecked up ones. We talking about joints that can actually be put into use. But right now, those old cars, they're not trying to get those up for the simple fact it's not that they vintage. It's that we all going electric, all this other extra shit, which I appreciate for the simple fact gasoline and coal and, the fossil fuels that we've been doing. We've been, tearing up Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, Mother Aura. There's a lot of knowledge out there. Go out there and explore, research, whatever it is. You like to paint, research, do your research, master your mastery. You like to cook, research your research, mastery your mastery. Right? And don't even have to be one mastery. You can have multiple masteries, but you gotta master one before you go to the other. Or you could, try to do it at the same time. But like I said, depends on who you are, how how well you are able to, multitask. That, your situation is your situation. But master oneself, we can change what we don't like. We really can. We just gotta sit still, quiet out the noise, quiet the brain, train our brain to be quiet so we can hear the universe give us the perfect answer. Alright? Like I said, I never know what's what's gonna come out. It's never edit, you know. My brain does what it does, my heart does what it does, and whatever come out my mouth is truth. You know, I know I had to cut cords. I disconnected myself. But if I didn't, where would I be? So, Ren, when you said that you feared that I'll be the one to kill you, and I told you I'd never do that, and I still would never do that. But I don't know if you'll see this, but hopefully somebody will see this and pass this on to you. That you had no remorse for me, and all that no remorse is sitting on you and my children's mother and my mother, and whoever else, the three other the two other, your coven, the two other covens, and all your affiliates, the big wigs, the lawyers, the judges, all y'all, the police officers, and everybody that's involved. The doctors that signed off papers and did, birth certificates and all that. And that's all for the kidnapping of, star seeds. I sacrificed them to use them to, feed off their life force. And God made a person like me that when y'all tried off to feed off of me, y'all was having fun. Y'all was, Then all of a sudden, I was like, hold on, something the fuck wrong. I don't feel like myself. Let me get myself right. I got turned into a black hole and started sucking from y'all. And it's not that I'm coming to get y'all. It's that y'all keep on coming for me. How many times y'all been put on your ass already? Since he put the cutoff off, I made a judgment call because something was said to me, you know, from the heavens. And it said, watch, listen, feel. And it did a motherfucking Lauryn Hill, Killing Me Softly. Yo, for real, yo. He was singing my song, Killing Me Softly. Mm-hmm. So, I'm kind of numb, like for real, like, and I still got love, I still got love, but y'all just, y'all just made, y'all just made somebody Teflon Don, and that's not even, from the protection. That's just on me alone right after now. After all this, yo, it's so serious where my ancestors will never have to, as you call it, come out they sleep, come out they sleep ever again. If they want to rest, they go rest. And no, They sweetheart is safe. But I also hope I just need y'all to know if if y'all try it and say I ain't on point. You're trying to get me now, right? I take that. I know. I take the hit. Like motherfucker, you better shut the fuck up. But you know, so just laugh with me. Laugh. Let's laugh at our stupidity. Let's let's laugh at our childishness, not just yours. I'm also talking about mine too. Let's laugh every time we grow. Let's celebrate every time we grow. Let's, let's praise God every time we grow. That we take a stand to learn something new, to better ourselves in all ways, not just one way, in all ways. To better ourselves, to better ourselves to be in our highest, the most highest, if you call vibration we could be in this lifetime. You know, for the time that we are here. And then what's crazy about it, if we really put our vibrations high, so high, 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 we will truly be immortals. And right now we in the days, we in the era where God has unlocked our DNA, or is unlocking our DNA some more than others, you know. But at the same time, we we stepping into a new world. All the hidden technology and all that's about to be brought forth. We gonna know about it. We soon, us human beings, which we have always had this ability, is to telepathically talk to each other. You know, we we gonna also slow down on this technology. You know, we're gonna start getting back in touch with each other. You know, being around each other, having human interactions and stuff like that. Because we lost the way. You know, everything everything that meant to help us also have a what you call a backlash to it if we ain't prepared for it or we ain't looking at it, whatever, And even when you try to look at all aspects of something before you creating something or whatever, what can be the defaults, whatever, it might something pop up that you never even thought about. That would skip your mind. Mhm. But but I'm also gonna correct myself on that one because if God give it to you, ain't nothing gonna be wrong with it. All right, so that's where we need to start creating from. We need to start creating from God's consciousness, Christ consciousness. Heart, mind, spirit intertwined with the universe, and I mean all of us, and the universe is beyond that. Like I said, please, let's start doing our research. Start expanding our minds. Start listening to people that you say is crazy. Start hearing them out. For real, start hearing them out. Even if you don't understand it, hear them out. What you call it. Try to understand it. Use your heart. Use your mind. Ask them where did they get their information from, why they feel that way. So you could go do a little digging, you know, and make up your own mind. And who knows? You might be saying the same thing. No, maybe stop. But you have a good one, yo. Bless all y'all. Bless the earth. Be abundant. Trees, fruits, vegetables, what you call everything that we need to sustain ourselves. Mother Gaia, please waken back up to your full capacity. And let's do it. All right? Come on.